Okay, welcome back for card number 4 in this tropical chic online class. This one's really fun. I love this card. I've made it for several friends of mine and family. It just talks to me about freshness and summer and everything that we like about summer in the tropics, she says, in southern Tasmania. But anyway, we can dream. Anyway, so this one here basically is a straight layer panel card, but we're going to get some major stamping done here. So I hope you've had a bit of a practice with the other 2 cards, because you're going to get some stamping on this one. No worries at all. So in your set for this one, you've got a Call Me Clover card base. Call Me Clover card base, which is the standard size for a card base. We've got a white panel cut slightly smaller than the card base, which is for inside. Just closing the door, people outside are noisy. We've got a white card base there. We've got, for the front of our card, we've got some basic black. The basic black is cut 1/2 inch smaller all the way around there. So I will put the measurements of all these things in my blog or in the comments, so you won't be lost. But so that one just basically has a nice gap all the way around it. And then we have our stamping panel, which is slightly smaller than the black. So we'll keep that one out. You've got some flowers and some leaves and things there that I've cut for you, so we'll pop those aside and we'll concentrate on the stamping first of all. Okay, so I'm using my other one as a guide. So we've got the big palm leaf here, which again, I'm going to be using the soft sea foam to do that one. Okay, so we're going to just stamp, I'd say random, but you know, nothing in life is particularly random. It's just sort of, you know, each of your shapes, do them sort of evenly so that it looks nice evenly around the edge. So I've got our big palm leaf there. Now again, be careful, make sure you're stamping on something that you don't mind getting a bit inky. Get some of this grid paper for your work surface. It's very, I wouldn't be without it. And then another one there. Look, you can do this, just go mad, just go crazy, as long as you leave enough gap in the middle free for your sentiment. You can basically just do what you like with this part. We'll do that one there. And saying that, I might actually do the sentiment in the middle first, so that I know what I'm working around. So in this one I've used the "You Are the Greatest" sentiment, but you can use any sentiment you like. This is our dark green. Oh, I did wash my hands, now I've got ink on them. It's green, always green. Green and blue I get everywhere. Okay, "You Are the Greatest." And I'll line this up. Now with the grid paper it's great because I can actually make it nice and straight, so I can judge the straightness of the ink of the sentiment. Get it as central and as straight as you can. As I say, the joy of handmade, nothing's ever 100% straight or 100% centre, but that's fine, that's what we like. Okay, so while I've got the Call Me Clover out, I'll get the other leaf, the large monstera leaf, pop that on there. So we're going to put that around as well. Now, Call Me Clover is a very strong colour, so just watch what you're doing here, because it will overrun everything else. I'll pop one there. Oh, pop one, say, up here. Oh, careful not to go over my sentiment. I'm glad I did that first. There. And another one coming off the side here. Now, that's really nice. Now, what you can do is, we've only got 3 colours in this stamp, in this class, the Call Me Clover, the Soft Sea Foam and the Flirty Flamingo. But you can actually make, like, almost make another colour by what they call stamping off. So for anyone who's new to stamping, stamping off means that you ink up your stamp as usual, and then you stamp once off the card and then on the card. So I'll just do this one and you'll see it's almost like you've introduced another colour to your project. See that? So these two are the same colour, but it looks like a lighter shade. So you've actually introduced, almost like you've introduced another colour to your project, which is great, saves money. So filling in the spaces all the way around. Ooh, don't forget to stamp off. I always do that. Wonder why it's so dark. There we go. So that's that one. That's really nice so far. Okay, so we'll add some pink. We'll add some Flirty Flamingo with our beautiful flower. Here it is. Just refreshing my screen, sorry guys. Here we go. Yep. Okay, so with our Flirty Flamingo and our beautiful flower, beautiful tropical flower, we'll just sort of pop it around. And as I say, always make sure you're stamping on a surface you're not too worried about getting inky. We're just filling in all our gaps there. How's that? I might do another one down here, just peeking up from the bottom. There we go, and actually another one there. Cool. So what do we think of that? I think that's quite nice. Actually looking at it, and this isn't on the card that I've done, but I think it needs another one here. So you probably think that as well. You know, just go mad, do what you like. I'm going to put the, where are you? I'm going to put this one just peeking up from the corner. It's going to go over my flower, but I don't think that's an issue. Just peeking up there. There we are. Just covers it in a little bit. You've lost a bit of your flower there, but don't despair. You'll see what I mean in a minute. That it's not too much of a problem. Cool. Okay, so that's the base card there. That, and on itself, that would be perfectly lovely. But here's where we give it something a bit special. So in your set, in your project kit, you've got some little die cuts. What I'm going to do is actually stamp the stamps that we've used here in the colours that we've used here on these die cuts, and it gives it a bit of, it'll give our card a little bit of 3D magic. Okay, so here we've got the Monstera, the big one. Going to be interesting positioning this. Just position it as best we can. There we go. So that's the dark wisteria. And we've got the fan leaf here. So this is the one that we stamped off, remember? So ink it up, stamp it off, and then stamp it on. There we are. That's quite good. And then we've got two of our beautiful flowers. Always come back to this beautiful flower in our Flirty Flamingo. Got two of them here. Get rid of that one. that one, position it right. I was getting quite good at this, aren't I? Getting the position right. And one, ta-da! And two. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so we've got two of our little flowers as well. So what we're going to do is overlay these on our card in positions there. Ooh. And there, and another one down here. And we're going to mount them on dimensional so that they have a bit of pop, they pop out. So what we'll do is before we do that, we'll layer up our card. Start. So I'll put the white panel that we've stamped, glue around the edge, put that onto the black. I think it's the only colour I've used other than the greens and the pinks. The only time I've used any other colour here. Position that up and then pop this one onto our base card. Beautiful. So remember, this one you've got a broader edge, so you can see that beautiful green a little bit more than in the other cards. That's it. Beautiful. Okay, now we'll use some dimensionals which you've got in your pack. I can't find mine. There's mine. I did put them somewhere. Now, some dimensionals on the back of these and pop them on those positions that we mentioned before. So one down here. Our big leaf, probably need a couple. There we go. Position him coming down there. So just basically where you've put that stamped one, you can overlay it with the 3D one. Our fan leaf, I'll just use one dimensional there. Get the backs off, it'll be good. I'll bring that one up and under there where it's a little bit of a gap in my stamping. It sort of just covers in the gap. And our other flower, as I said, from the top down there, over in that corner. But whatever you guys feel you want to do is cool too. Okay, so that one's really nice. I really like that one. Hope you do too. Now inside, always have to do inside. We've got our white panel. I hadn't actually thought about anything there. How about we go, you are the greatest with much love and thanks. How about we go that? In the centre. I might actually put our cute sort of lines here. I might take them across the bottom in, what colour will I use? I'll use the soft sea foam. Didn't actually think of anything to do in these cards when I was devising the classes, so you can basically do, I'm sort of winging it here, which isn't really the idea, but winging it's sometimes good. So I'll just take that along the bottom. Lining it up by eye and taking it all the way along. Cool. I think that'll be fine. Where's my sponge? Here. Okay, so then now we'll do our sentiment here in the Call Me Clover green. Get it as straight as we can. There we go. That's quite nice. I hope you agree. with much love and thanks. And all we need to do now is attach that inside our card. Okay, so that is card number 4 in this class. I hope you like it. I quite like that front. I think that's really, really nice. And as I say, you know, you can do as much or as little or as bright or as pale as you want. I've seen a version of it in sort of purples and lilacs, which was really, really nice. It sort of didn't fit with the theme of this class, but you know, whatever colours you've got that you like, that really is something special. Okay, so that is card number 4. We're nearly there, 1 to go. I'll go and wash my hands again, and we'll be back for the last one.